Hello and welcome back to the Feminine Upgrade. Today we will be talking about Maryjane byarm again. And this time we're going to be talking about some of the red flags and how people oftentimes tend to ignore them. And this is no knock to those girls that got scammed out of their money, but just to help people out in general when it comes down to other people and being able to spot out the red flags that people might be displaying before fully trusting them. This whole situation still has me just like why? There's so many different things she could have done to get money if she really needed money that bad. Like, you don't risk exposing yourself and creating a bad name for your brand. Like, she has a well-established YouTube channel and everything. Like, she did not have to do this. Now this might be the thing that she becomes known for instead of her travel vlogs and stuff like that. Since her main channel is about like story times of her travels and travel vlogs, she could have made another channel where she branches off and starts doing other things like hauls and try on hauls, maybe even challenges and stuff. Like, since she already has her brand, she can get most of her followers to go over there, and that could be a second paycheck for her. And I know I saw like a few of her videos of her talking about how sometimes she blows through her money and she has to ask family members for thousands of dollars to help support her. And I'm just like, what is she doing that's just blowing through all of this money? Like, being responsible when it comes down to money is huge. And I feel like she's blowing her money by going on all these trips that she can't fully afford, and also by buying these top of the line name brand items. Because that's one thing I also noticed, is that she loves to wear these name brand clothes and shoes, anywhere from Gucci to Louis Vuitton. But I don't know for sure if it's real or not, but let's say it is. That stuff can get very pricey. But that's where responsibility comes in at, and financial literacy. You know, she knows that she runs out of money sometimes and blows through it. She should have been found ways to either earn more money or how to save her money. Like, there's so many things she could have done. Like, for example, she could have started doing promos on her Instagram and charging however much she wanted to charge, and she could have got income coming in that way. And like I said earlier, having the second channel where she does other things besides travel. And another thing she could have done was open her own shop and have some of her merch in there, and also have like these packages that's like Egypt kit. And since she's been there, she knows some of the stuff that you might need, and in the kit will have different essentials for being in Egypt, or a Japan kit, and those things can cost like high up there, and she could have been making money that way as well. As someone who's known for being a travel blogger, she definitely could have made lots of money off of having her own travel kits. And yeah, I just don't know. This whole situation is very messy. So let's get into some of the red flags. So in some of her old videos, she has, I believe it's green contacts in, and I guess she lied about those being her real eyes. And then out of nowhere, here she is with her normal eye color. Then you have some videos of her talking about why she doesn't want to date and be in relationships because guys are just ew, and she doesn't want to be cheated on, and how dating is just not for her and that she's a virgin. And then out of nowhere, there's a video that pops up talking about how she was pregnant at some point. It's just like, how is a virgin pregnant? You know, some of her stories just don't add up. It's like one day she's one person, the next day she's a whole different person. And these are just different things you need to pick up on people. Like when you start seeing that they keep lying about stuff that they don't need to lie about, chances are you should definitely be cautious about following their every word and giving somebody like her money who has in the past stated that she's not very good with money and how she just blows through her money and ends up broke and needing to borrow lots of money from people. But I feel like this is a huge lesson going forward for everyone when it comes down to these influencers and paying attention to signs that they may not be very trustworthy. A lot of these influencers are just in it for the money and they will be scamming you. Like those Instagram scams that a lot of these YouTubers are posting, do not fall for those. Like there's a very popular one, like I think it's like AirPods or something like that. I've seen multiple people post talking about, oh yeah, use my name for this discount and you'll get it for this much off. And it's like, no, don't fall for these little tricks and stuff. And this is why it's very important to do your own research, and why with a lot of products online, there's a review section and you can go look there and see what other people have to say about it before going through with it. And I know everybody wants their money back, but it's like, she probably does not have the money. But this whole thing was just so annoying, like the sister being involved and deleting pages, canceling bank accounts. Like, just give these people their money back. I mean, at this point. But in the end, I hope everybody gets their money back and that Maryjane has learned her lesson with scamming and doing people wrong, which something tells me this isn't her first rodeo with scamming people and doing certain fraudulent stuff like this. And I was shocked to find out her age. I thought she was like 19 or 20. I didn't know she was, I think, 24, mid-20s. Like, dang. Like, you can't even say that she didn't know any better. Like, she knew exactly what she was doing, and so did her sister. But yeah, moral of the story, pay attention to red flags. And if somebody tends to lie and tell you about themselves, believe it. She said multiple times how she's bad with money and she's been caught in multiple lies. So next time and going forward in your life, like even with somebody who's not an influencer, with everyday people, just be cautious. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.